He just goes. Fair dinkum. It's so excellent. Can I tell you a story?
That's a really good impersonation.
Let me tell you something. This is a personal story.
Wax on, wax off.
Cigarettes.
Excellent.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome Midlifers. We're your hosts, Fonz.
And Miz.
And this is your weekly podcast where it's not self-help, but more help yourself to a smorgasbord of nostalgia, laughter, and a deep dive into the past.
Welcome, Midlifers, to this week's show. Our first segment is going to be a Midlifer Moment. We're talking Wrinkles, Love Handles, and Jiggly Bits.
Delicious.
That's some ones with giblets. And who did a better battle? Oh, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s in Australia, you'd remember these shows fondly, I dare say.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy Company versus Fast Forward.
So let's dive in.
Yeah!
Exciting things are happening, Miz.
Exciting and nerve-wracking for us. I'm quietly pooing my pants a little bit.
May have to crack open the depends.
I think so. We are coming to you live, Melbourne, on the 19th of April.
19th of April at Transcendence. Buy tickets or not.
Or miss
Be
out.
there or be square is what I wanted to say.
It's only going to be a small show, so really hope, we get enough people. We'll see. We're testing the waters.
But we invite you, we implore that you come along to see our live show.
Yes.
There'll be some fun segments, some giveaways.
Yeah, think it's not just going to be a podcast. Think like variety shows,
Do you know what I think?
What?
Don't forget your toothbrush.
Oh, I wish I
I
remember this.
That.
That's what you're going to
Think
get.
that.
You want that? Come along.
Miz, I saw on socials people are saying that when you're midlife, it's like being 16 again.
Oh.
They're saying you're 16, but you don't care anymore about what other people think of you.
Okay. How are you 16? Like in what way?
I don't know, probably in a way that you think or in the way that you dress. Maybe it's that in between going through puberty again and just trying to find your feet again. And it made me think, I was at the gym and felt a bit unsteady, and the song The Middle by Jimmy Eat World came on. And it's, it just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride.
Yep.
And so I thought, far out. I listened to that when I was 16 and it makes so much sense now. We are literally in the middle of the ride of life and just trying to work things out, get our feet again. I know for me, find my style and fashion again. Who am I? I don't know who I am. What I do know is I'm flustered and I'm hot. And I just like everything with perimenopause, it's just coming at me at the moment this week, especially. Oh, I did laser hair removal and my hairs are coming back. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell?
Sorry. Even the flim's coming back at you.
But it's hormones. It's hormones. And it's like, I don't know, when the hormones are out of whack, I feel it, as we all do.
Yeah. Freaking hormones. What the heck? It affects every part of you. You know what I mean?
Mind, body, and soul.
Yes, it's sucking the life out of me.
Sucking the soul out of me. Yeah. So it's just the hairs and all that. But then I think, hey, we're just in the middle of the ride and just got to get through it. That's all you can do. You can't go over it, can't go under it. You have to get through it.
This is going on bear hunt.
I guess go on a bear hunt. I'm the bear.
I think your husband would agree to that. Oh, it's fun.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's just not. I don't know why I said that. I meant to sarcastically, but it sounded really honest. Fonz. Just before recording, I got a call from my daughter's school. So she just got glasses this year, but they've got a thing now, which wasn't around when we were younger, where it's like corrective glasses.
Right.
So she's short-sighted, so she can't see far.
Yeah.
And that was the case with me, but I didn't need glasses till I was 19. Actually, yes, for my driver's license. And I almost failed the eye test. Yeah.
No.
Yes. And I go, did I pass? He goes, just. And that's when I thought, I think I need glasses.
Better go to Specsavers.
But so I didn't need them at a young age, but apparently this wasn't around then. It's only recently that they've got either corrective glasses or corrective contact lenses. And if you look in her glasses, it's full of dots except for right in the middle of the eye. And when she first got them, it was weird, like little white sort of translucent dots, but you can see it in the light. And it's so the eye actually focuses on that little midpoint and it slows down the regression. So it's saying like, by the time she's 18, if she didn't have these glasses, her vision would be like -5.
Yeah.
But with this, it reduces that by like 60%. So it's really cool. Things that they're expensive. $1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000. And I just got a
Sugar.
call from a school saying she was playing sport and the ball hit her in the glasses. And I think hopefully, I really pray that it's just the frames.
Sue the school. Sue the school.
I'm not America. I shan't. But then just also last week, my son braces is at the age where he needs braces.
Yeah.
That's just under $8,000. So that's going to happen. And it's like all these,
Lord.
and my eldest, she just got out of hers. So it's like one finishes and it's
you
like,
reuse the braces?
and we down. Give it a retainer. Just hold on to that, please. We're going to need it later. It's just like I'm just the bank. I'm the bank of mum and dad at the moment. I'm taxi driver too because my husband's away on work holiday. So every day it's like
Oh my
taxi
God.
duty. And in between that is like I make sure I get dinner ready first for my other two. So my oldest looks after my youngest. Taxi duty, money, this.
When do you breathe?
I don't know. Breathe.
I've got a paper bag inside. I've been using it for myself. I'll hand that down to you.
Please do.
Hey, I've got a confession for you. When
Yeah.
you said about glasses and noticing. In grade 5,
Yeah.
I remember it was, can I say the teacher's name? Mr. Casamento.
Ah, yeah.
He put me on
remember
a
him.
table. Like, when we used to sit in groups?
Yeah.
He put me on a table with all the boys. And because I had a quietening, calming presence, I was always the kid that had to go sit with the bullies.
Oh, that's
Bane of
not
my
fair.
bloody life. And I wanted to sit with you. So I pretended that I couldn't see the blackboard so I can sit with you. He didn't move me. He moved me to the other table. He didn't move me next to you.
Oh.
And when I got moved to the other table, I'll never forget this kid. He was such a meanie to me. He goes, you only did it to sit on the other table. I'm like, no, I didn't. And well, kind of, I had to add some mayo to my blindness because, so I lied about my eyesight to be moved next to you.
Well, isn't that like kind of, I think you got your comeuppance because remember you saying with your son how he faked a head injury to get out of school. So it's like
That was so funny.
the story of life, the circle of life.
The circle of life. Because with my son, when he lies, his ears go red.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It just tell.
I noticed I had to take him. He pretended to have a head injury. So I took him to the doctor, the GP, to get checked out. I was so worried. And as the GP was asking questions, his ears were getting redder and redder and redder. He will hate me saying this story. And I was like, oh, hang on. He's lying. I have gotten my comeuppance. Yes.
Yes.
Midlifer moment
For you
and for me and for us.
jiggle. Get jiggle with it.
Get jiggle with it. Nah.
I don't want to.
God, things have changed since 40.
They really have. And it's funny because you have people saying, oh, everything changed when you hit 40. You think, oh, yeah.
I got this.
Not me. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's not cool.
It's really, it's a hard transition to accept that everything has just completely changed on its head. And I even said, if I eat an apple, I gain weight. Unless I'm super duper strict, my body is just like, boom.
I know, and it's
through
weird.
the roof.
But still in the mornings, I wake up and I look at my tummy, I'm like, not bad. Like it's
that's good.
Yeah, but then like I don't know what happens during the day. It's like all of a sudden 15 kilos come on, so here we go.
Hello.
And here's a reality check. I think I mentioned this before. Sometimes you think, I'm okay, I haven't changed that much. Film yourself sort of not being conscious of yourself being filmed. Like either get your husband to inadvertently film you, or actually my 2 daughters were doing like TikTok dance or whatever. So I sort of joined in the background. I'm thinking, yeah. And I looked at it, I'm like, what who is that?
I noticed it because I FaceTime with my parents and look at myself like, what the hell? Like, not even a high angle can help this.
To go from like 10 miles away.
Because they do say that your face and body change at 44. And I've noticed it. It's like, oh,
Yes.
this is a big change.
Yeah.
And nothing I am doing is changing it back.
No, it's
I'm over it. Over the hill. Over the hill, as they said in the 80s.
but it's
On a Hallmark card.
but it's the so we've got Jiggly Bits and the love handles, which is sort of like you've got love handles on the side and then it's them up and top. Like, let's talk about the whole circumference there.
I've always had the back boobs. Always had them.
So I've never really had the back boobs.
Titties on the back. I've got them.
Oh, this lady that I know, she mentioned because she must have had a back boob, or the back fold.
Yeah,
and I think her child said, "Mum, why is your back broken?" I'm like, "No, it's just the way Mummy is."
The joys.
Yeah, and it's just so much harder to lose.
Yeah,
and then once you do, to maintain. But I feel like I'll tell you this: when I had my youngest, she was 8 years old.
Yeah.
I did a proper fitness program. I think we mentioned before,
Yes.
TipXO. It was the fittest, healthiest, most energetic I've been in my whole life. It was fantastic. But that was my number one priority. It's really is that mindset.
Yes.
And I know that, we're laughing about the physical stuff, but when you actually feel it and the health benefits at this age, we talked about colonoscopies, we talked about health scares. At this age, you really have to start taking your health seriously. But I find that, I don't know, with exercise and this, I don't have the mental.
That's hard, isn't it? It's
it has to be your top of our priority list.
100% agree with this. It's all mental at the moment.
Yes.
And I don't have the mental.
No, because it's my to-do list is so long that which should be at the priority, one of the priorities is at the bottom of the list.
How do we make it the top of the list?
I don't know.
I always said I'll wake up at 6 a.m. But then,
you do?
by the time
your daughter kicks in the head.
Get up. I do my anxiety at the moment, waking me up at 6 going, what's on TikTok right now? what rabbit hole can I go down right now? But it's like, unless I wake up at 6 a.m, if I go to bed before midnight and if my kids go to bed before midnight, whatever happens, in a perfect world, it can happen. But the world in your 40s, I just feel it's not perfect.
Yeah.
And it's a constant, I don't want to say battle because this is our journey right now, but it just feels that little bit harder.
Yeah.
A lot harder.
Yes, it does. And I feel like if you aren't working in the wellness or fitness industry and you're a woman or even a man at this age, how do you prioritize exercise?
Because I know, do you know what it is? Are we working, in our 40s, are we working more? Because I know with my husband, I hardly see him because he works so much. And I'm working more at home to help lift that other side of the scale. And it's we're both working so much that we both don't have time to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And that's just it's depressing, but we need to. This is the time that we need to.
So we need to take heed.
Yes.
Yes.
The
but I
heat
have
is
to
gone.
say, I've joined a gym because my therapist said movement is medicine. I'm like, aha. So it's helped. The gym has helped. If you can join a gym, try do it because just moving, I swear, it's I used to go to the gym to be fit and now I go for my mental health.
Okay.
It's oh my God, I can listen to my music. Oh my God. And when you start moving, you feel good and you leave feeling great.
Yeah.
And what I love about my gym is there's all older women there.
Oh, that's what I need, an old women gym.
Oh, I tell you, but they're strong. They're lifting heavy.
I love seeing nanas do weights. That is so inspiring.
There was a woman there. She was dressed in Lorna Jane two-piece. She would have been a couple of decades older than us, and she was freaking goals. She was amazing, and I love seeing that. And it's someone said to me there, actually, don't you want to be like I freaking want to be like that. I really do. But it's just, I don't know, maybe we need to just get over the 40s to reach the other side.
Maybe when our life isn't so hectic.
It's really hectic because I wonder if it's because, oh my God, we've really gone off on a rant. We're meant to be talking about fat bits here and my jowls. Jowls.
We'll get on to jowls shortly.
What is it with jowls? I feel like
Harold.
jowls.
Yes, it is a real.
Is that an onomatopoeia?
Yeah, I think it is.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
And so an onomatopoeia is when the word sounds like the word.
Yeah.
Jowls. It's so wobbly. It's so shame on me and shame on us, Miss,
What?
for making fun of Harold from Neighbours. We would, in high school, laugh at his jiggly chin. And now
Look at us. We're joining there.
It's not quite there yet.
It's migrating. It's
It's going to happen. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
Trust us. And you mentioned a few pods ago they feel like your face is melting. It's like the Wizard of Oz. I'm melting. It is like that. Gravity is definitely taking hold.
But do you know what I remember when my mum was younger, she would tell me to do these face exercises.
I remember my mum talking about face yoga as well.
And maybe we got to do that again because it's a muscle.
Yeah.
But it's a muscle and our face has muscles, so why not work those muscles?
It makes sense.
It does. I've got to do it.
Yeah.
I'll wake up at 6 in the morning.
It's on my list of things to do. But it's funny because, as much as we complain about these things and even the wrinkles or whatever, it's like you sort of want to change it, but also you're in the in-between phase where you're accepting that, okay, I am getting older. I'm not my youthful, sprightly 20s anymore, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's been there and done that.
That's hard to accept. But
for me, it's a balancing act because sometimes I get down by my looks, but then, my looks, my changing, it's like
the change.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I look different than what I remember. But then my answer to that, don't look at yourself. That's it.
No.
Seriously. It's more that you can look at yourself, but don't look too hard.
Haven't you
Don't
had
look too
those
hard.
moments, Miss, when you're walking past a shop window and you see yourself and you're like, oh my God, do I look like that? I hate that shock.
I do sometimes because I have my hair out and I never style it, but it has a nice natural wave.
You do have lovely hair.
Sometimes, though, it turns into scarecrow and I don't notice. And then I'll have that look in the mirror like, fuck. I look like the, haggard old lady that's been hanging out in the dumpster.
But that's so funny because when I'm out with my kids, you know how it is. You just get dressed and get out the house. And it comes to a moment, whether it's in a shop, and I see myself go, far out, I look tired, far out, they're sucking the life out of me.
I've had the moment recently where, especially because I think over-the-shoulder bags out now, right?
Oh.
Anyway, but that's a story for another day. But where I'll be at the shops and, I'll be, quick dash in and out. And I sort of observe myself thinking, what do I look like? I look like a mum going to the groceries, do the groceries.
It's such a but it's so funny because growing up, I never wanted to look like the mum that I am.
Yeah.
But things have taken over and
is that such a bad thing? Is it such a bad thing? But when I have that realization, I'm like, well, that's what I am.
I've
so
got
why?
no choice. Yeah. I look at my wardrobe. I'm in a hurry in the morning. Granted, thank God I haven't gone to the level of wearing my pajamas at school drop-off yet.
Yes.
But it's just dressing out of necessity at the moment.
But that's cool. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
I had this thought this morning that when will it come to a time where I'm comfortable with myself to dress for now? Because I keep thinking, I'll keep working on myself to lose weight. It's not happening. I've been like this since I've turned 40. Maybe I've just got to start accepting, well, this is who I am. Start dressing to feel good for me and just build a bridge and get over it.
Yeah. I feel like that's the conundrum. We're in between both mindsets of when I have time, I'm going to do this, I'm going to look like this. And also the other mindset, well, this is me. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, so much for jiggles.
Who did a better babble? Ding, ding, here's the thing. Here's the thing. 2 great comedy shows, skit shows that we watched growing up in Australia in the 80s and 90s.
So there's Comedy Company and
Fast Forward / Full Frontal. Woo!
Double F's.
Yes.
Double C's and double F's.
I know. They love the alliteration. It's good.
So I thought maybe I should go first because the Comedy Company was out first.
I thought you were going to say comedy capers. You did have a lot of comedy capers. Yes, go for it.
So Comedy Company only had 3 seasons.
Really?
And, yep, it ran from 1988 to 1990 on a Sunday night, Channel 10, and it was really super popular. It was the most successful comedy program because it was a family program and they had a no swearing code. So they were able to air at, was it 6:30? So families can watch it. And it beat out 60 Minutes. It did so well. And the reason why the Comedy Company came about was because Channel 10 approached Media Arts Company. I think Ian McFadden was in there, and they wanted a 1-hour comedy program, and he delivered. Him and Marianne Faye, I think, were writers, and they delivered. They had Kylie Mole, they had Uncle Arthur. Who else was there? Colin Carpenter. Colin Carpenter.
When I was running down that episode, I started writing Comedy Company versus Colin Carpenter.
And he had a spin-off show as well. That I think it was 1990 his show ran. But I'm going to go into a bit of detail about the skits they ran.
Can I just say with Colin Carpenter, that talk about drab, Colin, that old school zip up jumper that was in that brown.
He had a beige jacket.
Yes,
I might go into Colin before I move on.
Colin.
And he always was with Mark Mitchell.
Right. Mr. Carpenter, can you tell us what happened on Thursday the 16th of February?
I was really hungry, so I had some Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops.
A type of breakfast cereal, Your Worship.
Yeah, just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy.
But yeah, he had the beige jacket, the T-shirt with the stripes that went horizontal and vertical, and he was a bit of a dimwit, but so loved. Like, it was Kim Ginchel who played him.
Yeah.
What? And we loved it. We fell for it. But I want to go on to Marianne Faye. Because we don't talk about our female comics enough. And Marianne Faye played Kylie Mole, and she had another character called Josephine, and she goes, I didn't.
That's right. Yeah.
I wasn't. She was so brilliant.
Yeah.
But with Kylie Mole, it just shows, rewatching the clips, teen angst has not changed, Mez, because in a skit, she was so embarrassed to be hanging around her mum and her arch nemesis Amanda seeing her, and she was chewing the gum.
Yeah, I remember that gum.
And while slagging off her brother Dino, Amanda, she had text written on her arm, and she had catchphrases like bogan, or he just goes. Yeah, I'm spewing. And it's fair dinkum. It's so excellent. Can I tell you a story?
That's a really good impersonation.
Let me tell you something. This is a personal story. In Box Hill Central in Melbourne, they had a Kylie Mole lookalike acting competition.
Oh.
And I wanted to go on it. My mother did not let me.
How old were you, though?
Probably 8.
Yeah.
But I knew I could do it, Mez. I could nail it.
Yeah, that accent you nailed. That was great.
Well, you know what? Here I am doing it now. I may not have won a $5 chicken shop voucher, but I am on this podcast. But Kylie Mole had many celebrities on. So she evolved. First, she had Kylie Minogue on, and she interviewed In Excess, Paul Jennings, Julian Lennon, Jason Donovan, and the Chippendales. Now, that's a bit weird.
Yes.
Because watching this skit, she's a schoolgirl.
Yeah,
she played a schoolgirl. And they're talking about how the less clothes they wear, the better. And she's like, oh my God. And she's chewing away. And looking, like, this is the thing, again, with nostalgia, how much we've evolved.
Yeah.
Like, looking back, like, oh, this wouldn't fly now. But back then, it was so funny. It was a family show, and I think there was no ill will behind it. It was just to produce comedy and promote the Chippendales. And she released a song, Mez. 1988, it reached number 8 on the ARIA charts.
And sing to an imaginary crowd. So excellent, so good.
If I can keep on going before I... Con the Fruiterer, played by Mark Mitchell, modelled off actual 2 Greek Australian fruiterers in Glen Ferry,
I believe
Melbourne. He had as a guest in 1989 Bob Hawke to present him with the Australian citizenship.
Oh, serious?
Yep. His catchphrases, a couple of days, beautiful, doesn't matter. I could be on the company right now. And do you remember his daughter's names?
I remember Lula Dula Bula something. And the
Rula,
guppy.
Sula, Vula, Tula, Kula, and a guppy.
What does the guppy mean?
Love.
Ah.
Because her last daughter means her love.
Ah.
You know. He released a song, Miz.
No way.
100%. He only reached number 48 in the ARIA charts, and it was a couple of days. Do you remember a couple of days?
Yes. Actually,
Couple of days.
I remember that one actually now. Gosh.
So, and Vince Sorrenti was on as a guest,
Mhm.
and Dipper
Yep.
Domenico. But Vince
Dipper
Sorrenti
Domenico.
came on, and Sigrid Thornton played Ruler, and Vince was the boyfriend or the date. He goes, and Mark Mitchell, and Con the Fruiterer goes, "Hey, I know you. I see you on Young Talent Time. You're Joey Pepperoni." And again, like the Greeks, and I could speak this from my side of the family, the Greeks bloody loved him. Everyone loved him. He wasn't poo-pooed on for mocking Greeks,
Yeah.
because it was in such a lovable fashion.
Yeah.
And then Russell Gilbert was on. He played Russ the Snowman. Hang on. He played Russ the Postman.
Oh,
And-
yes, I recall that. Yeah.
Oh, can we talk about also Uncle Arthur?
Yes.
The bumbling, lovable, foible-making Uncle Arthur who was deaf.
Yeah.
Glenn Robbins. He really played it with such an endearing quality.
Yeah. He plays those like bumbly characters so
And
well.
he has those arms, those
Yeah.
bumbly arms and hands. But the thing about Glenn Robbins is, like, okay, he's doing a sketch on a character, but it's not to put them down,
No.
like Russell Coy or Uncle Arthur. It feels just that bit lovable, and there is a bit of emotion in developing that character. I have to say the Comedy Company really developed amazing characters, and it's a credit to the comedians. I do believe it was Ian McFadden and Marianne Fay were the writers, and credit to them. But then in season 3, it was called The New Comedy Company, and it had a new cast, mostly new, and that's when it kind of went downhill, very sadly. But a stalwart in the 80s and 90s comedy scene. Is
Well-
stalwart the word?
Stalwart.
Stalwart.
Yes.
Not a wart on my lip.
Well, I'm guessing, so when did that finish, you said?
1990.
Well, there you go. Well, they had a lapse. There was a crossover because Fast Forward premiered in 1989. And that also went for 3 years to 1992.
Right.
But then it continued as Full Frontal, 1993 to 1999.
Okay.
I know why. I don't know why that was. But who produced this? Steve Izard's production company.
Really?
Yes. And Steve Izard was in it a bit. Do you remember his show? The Steve
Izard
Izard show?
My dad was in the audience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember we got to watch it to try to see Dad in the audience.
I was maybe doing this thing, this
Oh, the
movement.
thing-
Yeah, like
yeah.
anyway.
He had great curls.
He did. It's Rob Ruff curls.
Yeah, tight gentleman's curl.
Well, the thing about this, looking at it, was like so many comedians, actually a lot of female comedians, speaking of, that we first saw on Fast Forward. The first one being the wonderful Magda Sabansky.
Oh, legend.
And some of her characters, there's one called Chanel, and she was like the home shopping lady. And there's with Mark Downey, she would they'll do like a home shopping network commercial, and she did one about some funerals. They're offering different funerals, and they're offering like cheap ones. And she said, "We've actually got a perfume, Chanel formaldehyde number 5."
He's so smart.
It's very, very clever and a great piss take on things that we would see. And another one of her characters, which she played with, who also was in the show, Jane Turner,
Oh,
where they played these two office ladies and Magda Sabansky. What is the character's name? Oh, God, I've written down so many. So Magda played the character Lynn, and she's like on a cigarette with these pencil-thin eyebrows. She's,
Darling, I said, pet. I said, darling, I said, please, pet. When you have calmed down, please listen to my side of the story.
And it's just funny, similar to the Comedy Company, these catchphrases from almost 40 years ago that we stuck in there and we still laugh about because they're fantastic.
Yes.
So going on to Jane Turner, she was also with Glenn Robbins on Fast Forward. And you know those skits that I think people who aren't Australian have made memes out of them of her doing the dancing, you know, the awkward dancing.
Yeah.
That came from Fast Forward.
Did it really?
Yes.
Oh, when they were in, you're talking about when they were dancing Kath and Kim.
Yes. So, but like there's...
It started in
Yeah,
Fast
started
Forward.
there because it has them dancing in the dance hall and it's like called jazz dancing or something and it's showing them do that, really awkward
Isn't
dancing.
that funny?
Yeah. So there you go. Glenn Robbins is there. But also, so another character from Jane Turner was, do you remember, I think it was Good Morning Moscow.
Oh, Victor, you are a very unattractive man.
With Peter Moon, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Kath and Kim in the making because America Sabansky, Jane Turner, but you've also got Gina Riley, who I remember from often doing the Carrie Ann Kennelly bits, and she would do a lot of musical parodies. So she'd done Sinead O'Connor, Cher. Yeah, she was great, the real singer. And then from there, they went to do Big Girls Blouse, and I think that's where Kath and Kim sort of developed. Yeah, had their own shows. This is where it all began. So that was Fast Forward. And then, as I said, in 1993, you've got Full Frontal. So some of the other comedians there that we'd know these days. The first one that came to mind was Eric Bana and his character, Pointer.
G'day, kids. Today I'm going to be reading to you from this top little book, right? It's a great little novel, and it's called Snow White and the Seven Little Dwarfies.
And it's so weird. Like, if you would tell an American that Eric Bana came from a skit comedy show, they'd be like, what? What? I'll tell you what's funny about him is his American accent. It's fucking shit. So, but I love
that
Eric.
then or now?
Now. And Sean McAuliffe. I don't know if you remember his character, Milo Kerrigan.
No.
Yeah, Milo Kerrigan. Sean McAuliffe, that's where he started Full Frontal.
I didn't know that Sean McAuliffe started in Full Frontal.
Yeah, I was probably started before that, but that's the first time I would have seen it on TV.
I just instantly assumed he's on the ABC and was born on the
I
ABC.
know, it's like he's always been there. And Full Frontal was the first one, and Kitty Flanagan.
Oh, she's a bloody hoot.
She is so funny. But just thinking about this, like, we grew up in the era where variety shows and sketch comedy shows, were a thing. Do you think, like, there hasn't been one for years? I know there was one that sort of came out later in the 90s. I can't remember the name of it.
Remember Troy Kinney? The Kinney Show?
No, there was one before that where, like, you would actually, I don't think it was filmed in a studio audience where you have the laughter on top of it. But, like, could such a thing exist these days?
I'll have to say
in Australia, because you've got Saturday Night Live still going.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion. I don't find Saturday Night Live funny.
I can't watch the show, but on the socials where they pick the funny skit,
Yeah.
I like the skits that are funny. But
I don't understand it.
I
think it's the
different sense of humour.
Aussie, yeah, different sense of humour.
Oh, okay.
But you're right. Like, there's unless we talk about Thank God You're Here from Working Dog Productions.
No, I'm talking about like skit comedy. Like,
I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, and I don't know if it would work because I know I feel like there was one that sort of tried to come out a few years ago, but it just faded away. Yeah, it's very hard, and it's a shame because, like, I love these memories. These characters,
They're hilarious.
They're hilarious, and they still live rent free in our minds. But I guess just as times have changed.
Times have changed, or maybe the big dogs in the broadcasting industry aren't funding it anymore. And fund it again, because I love the Troy Kinney Show, but we're not here to do a Who Did It Better battle with Troy Kinney. We're here to do it with Comedy Company versus Full Frontal Fast Forward.
I don't know. What do I base it on? My memories are great from all of them. They've both got great characters and catchphrases that still carry on decades later.
Did the Comedy Company walk so Fast Forward and Full Frontal could run?
I think so. I think so. So I'm going to be a fence sitter and say I love them both.
I'm going to say I love them both too, because both have different parts of my core memory.
And they're brought out to comedians that we love, and have done so much in their careers and made us laugh. So, yeah.
Let's sit on the fence, mares. Boo!
that's it for another week.
What a jolly good time we have had.
Oh, jolly good with all our jowls and jiggly giblets.
It's all about jowls and reminiscing, Mez.
It is.
And don't forget, look, a bit of housekeeping, guys. Please like our show, subscribe to it whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple. We need your support in order to keep running because our husbands are doubting us.
Thank you. Thank you to my husband who's listening. Make sure you're following, please.
To my husband, subscribe, please.
Check out the links for all our socials and, of course, the tickets to our live show. And thank you very much for tuning in each and every week. We really mean so much well to us. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Yay.